Imagine a game so hyped, everyone's counting down to its release, and then it hits the shelves and totally crashes. Today, we're diving into the most epic flops in gaming history. These are the games that had it all but failed harder than anyone could have expected. Gaming is full of legends, but not every game becomes a classic. Some have massive budgets, intense marketing, and wild fan excitement, only to become the biggest disappointments ever. Let's look at the games that flopped so hard, they left gamers worldwide stunned. First up, the legendary disaster. E.T. for the Atari 2600. This game was made in just 5 weeks and was expected to be a massive hit. But when players got their hands on it, they were totally lost. The game was so bad, they buried thousands of copies in the desert just to get rid of them. Yep, that's how much of a disaster it was. Next, let's talk about Daikatana, a game made by John Romero, the same guy who co-created Doom. Everyone thought this game would be a game changer, but it turned out to be a total nightmare. Outdated graphics, bugs, and a confusing storyline turned it into one of the biggest flops of the 2000s. The hype? Gone. The fans? Furious. Who could forget Cyberpunk 2077? This game was years in the making, with one of the biggest fan followings ever. And then, it launched, full of glitches and bugs that made players go crazy. Memes, refunds, and apologies followed, and while it's better now, that launch was a total meltdown. When No Man's Sky was announced, it promised to be a galaxy for players to explore. Instead, at launch, players found it repetitive and lacking. Luckily, it got better with updates, but the initial disappointment was huge. It went from best game ever to meh pretty fast. So there you have it, the biggest gaming flops that left players scratching their heads. These games remind us that hype alone doesn't guarantee success. Sometimes, the journey from next big thing to major flop is just one launch away. If you loved this dive into gaming history, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more. We've got tons of crazy gaming stories coming up.